There are moments in life that are truly memorable. For me, meeting His Holiness the Pope in November was just such a moment. Pope Francis listened intently to the Chief Minister and me describe life in Gibraltar. Its multi-faith, multi-ethnic, cosmopolitan society, a community of communities living in harmony with each other. After we had also reflected on the tragic events in Ukraine, in Israel and Gaza, and elsewhere around the world, the Pope's mind again turned to Gibraltar. He recognized that there are tensions in every family, but thought that Gibraltar is unique and that we should treasure what we have. Since arriving here at the height of the COVID pandemic, I have been welcomed into our cathedrals and churches, mosques, synagogues and temples. Whatever one's religion or belief, if any, the festive period is a time to reflect on what we have and just how thankful we should be. I am thankful for the huge privilege to serve in Gibraltar and to see the many wonders that Gibraltar enjoys that so many other places do not. I continue to be amazed by the excellence of our education system and our teachers, including our world-class university. Our medical services are surely the finest in the world for a population as small as ours. And when members of our community undergo the most specialized medical treatment in London, they do so from the comfort of Calpe House, the most marvelous home away from home. For those with learning difficulties, there is surely no better place than St. Martin's School. And the New Possibilities charity stands out for just how a community looks after its own, particularly when its own need extra special care and attention. So many charities here work seamlessly together. This year, I was pleased to donate much of the proceeds raised at the Convent Christmas Fair to 3 very small charities, in the sure knowledge that others have continued to provide for our larger charities. The achievements of our sportsmen and women, especially at the Island Games, need special mention. And nothing lifted my heart more than watching our athletes compete at the Special Olympics. The business community, despite the challenges presented following COVID, broader political issues, and the cost of living crisis, continues to demonstrate just how entrepreneurial spirit always wins through. And allow me please to mention, during this my last Christmas broadcast as Governor and Commander-in-Chief, the excellence of our armed forces in Gibraltar, whose members daily impress me with their professionalism and their dedication. Who could not have been proud to watch members of our regiment participating in the coronation parade in London, no doubt remembering the last time they were in England for the presentation of their new royal colours by the Earl of Wessex on behalf of our late Queen. And I commend those of the Royal Navy who every day and night of the year are out on the water, in all weathers, making sure that our territorial waters remain secure. And I am especially grateful to our small contingent of Royal Air Force personnel, not least for keeping our international airport functioning even in the most testing of circumstances. And I never forget our police, our fire services and our ambulance crews, who together, often under the most critical scrutiny, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, keep us safe and secure. There is indeed so much good about life in Gibraltar that difficulties and relatively small issues just sometimes dominate our minds and social media more than we should possibly allow them to do. Social media is a technological triumph, but it can also be a triumph of misplaced or misjudged anger that is deeply upsetting to those who are mentioned. At a time of great anxiety in the world, perhaps it is time not to speak or to tweet, but just to listen and to reflect on how best to serve our community rather than wantonly criticizing aspects of it. This coming Boxing Day, I will again be at Catalan Bay for the Polar Bear Swim. To me, such swims for charity are a demonstration of a community coming together and staying together, enjoying the company of others, and just for a moment, recognizing that we are very lucky indeed to live in a community of like-minded and thoughtful people. A week ago, I flew into Gibraltar from meetings in London. On the plane were many Gibraltarians from all around the world, heading home for the festive season. In the run-up to Christmas in the United Kingdom, the motorways will have been choked with traffic. Airport arrivals lounges will have been thronged with expectant loved ones, and cold station platforms will have been full of people all trying to get home for Christmas. Sadly, some will take refuge in shelters and hostels to keep warm during the winter nights and to be with others rather than being alone. St. Luke wrote that at the birth of Christ, all went to their hometowns. I was glad to return for Christmas to what has become my home in Gibraltar. I am grateful to everyone for making me feel so much at home these past 3.5 years. I never fail to recognize just how wonderful this place is, and I hope that we all feel lucky to call Gibraltar our home, when so many around the world do not enjoy the life that we in Gibraltar enjoy. I wish you all a very happy Christmas and a peaceful and prosperous New Year.
Thank you.